Now, here's a person sitting in your office. This has happened more than once. And he feels absolutely hopeless because of the track record of sin in his life and how many times he has scorned God and sinned against Him and is deeply trapped in sin. And he knows that you believe in unconditional election. And he throws that back in your face and says, even you say that I may not be elected, and if I'm not elected, then I can't be saved here in this room anyway. Now, one of the functions of unconditional election at that moment in the counseling session is to enable you to say to him, you know, don't you, that the implication of the doctrine of unconditional election is that you have absolutely no right to tell God you have sinned yourself out of the possibility of being saved. Who do you think you are to describe a list of long conditions that you have failed to meet as to why He cannot save you? You see what they've done? They have listed off year after year after year of failure in their life. And they're throwing that at me now and saying, there's no way I could be saved. Look what I have done. And you say, excuse me, the point of unconditional election is to free me as a pastor who loves you right now, and an evangelist, is to free me to look you right in the face and say, you better shut your mouth, rather than tell God all the conditions you haven't met such that you could be among the elect. There are no conditions for being elect. You feel the implication of this, young man? There are 0 conditions for being among the elect. So all of your narrative of your lifelong sins have 0 to do, less than nothing to do with whether you can be among the elect. You see the freeing effect that has right there? It should strip him of all of his arguments that my 10, 15, 20, 30 years of lechery and rebellion make it impossible for me to be among the elect. Unconditional election means that I, as an evangelist at that point, say to him, you can talk till you're blue in the face about all the conditions you haven't met. And I will simply say to you, that's the point. That's the point of the None of those arguments can be used against God. None of those arguments can be used in the mouth of Satan to make you ultimately despairing unless you just want them to. In choosing whom He will choose, God does not look to things in us. He has His own wise counsels for why He does what He does. And I don't know them ahead of time. And so I just want to say to you, leave it behind, brother, right now. Leave it behind that you're going to keep bringing up to God all the reasons why you can't be among the elect. None of them holds. Whether you are among the elect depends on one thing. Will you submit to Jesus? Period. And then you may know whether all that failure condemned you or not. It need not.